Alrighty, happy Monday, April 14th. So just looking at the price action real quick here. And then also kind of unboxing the quad threat AI indicators for anybody new. And if people want a review on kind of my setup, basically I trade off dailies primarily, right? You can add the 4 hour to give you some other levels. But you can see overnight there was a short at the daily, so you could have scalped there. Not close enough. Could have scalped off the daily for some ticks there. You could have, that would have been probably a loss or break even. That's a nice, decent long, right? So you're scalping up here. Or if you stayed in it, you didn't make anything. Long there. Comes down. I would have loved it, but you could have shorted the break, and that would have been a losing trade. Then that's not anything that you can. It comes up, and then you go long here. So you go get some nice ticks there. Comes back again, long. You wouldn't likely take this break below, right? But so if you did, whatever, either you scalp some ticks or broke even. You could have taken the long here, but again, kind of crazy. Let's just say you did. So you probably scalped some ticks, broke even, came back, go long again here. And then when it breaks here, you'd go short here ideally. So you can see, really, you have a lot of winning trades. You know, you have one, two, not really one there, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not really that one. You know, so that would be a lot, but probably break even. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 trades just off this daily. That's one way you can play the GAN system, is just almost like a naked chart where you're just using the daily as your line. So as long as the market goes above it, it's kind of like your line in the sand. It's not always, you can see you're just bouncing around that 70 all night. So that's like the basic level of what we do. And then we add on things to help us. Let me get rid of these. So on like I said, this is my main chart. So when you're at a level, I do have the Elite GAN AI balanced, and that just gives you some weighted signals, and you can see they do pretty well for the most part. I usually don't sell into a GAN line. But buys, you can't ever beat level trading. You can see these buys are always going to be farther away from the GAN line. I like to be trading near the GAN level for my risk, but you can see how the signals are pretty good. So we do have that. And again, you can customize. There's so many things you can do to customize them. Then one thing that we do here also is this the NQ GAN AI. I guess the Delta. It's just buying and selling pressure. So they'll print ahead of the signals, and so if you wait for them, you'll get in a little bit later too. But they're pretty good. So again, they're just selling pressure and buying pressure. So all morning, as you can see, well, not all morning, you could have taken this break up here, and then, like I said, this was a great short at the 70. So anyway, that's the other component for confirmation. The other thing that we have that is really powerful is this advanced trading compass, and basically it gives you a lot of cool things. So if you just turn everything else off, it gives you this VWAP, number one, right? Yeah, I have a pink on this chart. So typically you can take a lot of good trades off the VWAP even. Like there's a long off the VWAP here, a long off the VWAP here. It comes back, bounces off the VWAP, it breaks through the VWAP. So sometimes it's nice, like again, I like to do retracements off the VWAP or a level, but sometimes you see the price action and you just take the break through it. In this case, with the compass, it broke through the VWAP, went right down to the weekly VWAP number. I want to call it weekly. Sorry, this is a AI GAN number that the AI analyzes price overnight. So print, on the high end again. Light to the tick, it doesn't always do that. Like any level, it can blow through it. but in this case, look, it went right to the tick, warning you, okay, this area is significant. Watch out. I mean, you could take a breakout trade, or in this case, you could have taken a bounce. I mean, again, I don't catch bottoms. So, like, I was short here on our live call, and I'm just practicing, and I caught a nice short there. But really, the trade, really, as trade price came down, it bounced off this orbit. Now, this right here, this green and red are just kind of like I call them orbs, because they're like, it basically trades, it plots the first 30 minutes of the action. It doesn't do the high and low, it's just more of the movement. So it creates like a kind of a cool range. So as you can see, it's really good. If it's below these orbs and below the VWAP, you likely want to be short for the day. So anyway, that's the compass. I do have the HA dots that tell you where it closes and where it opens, so you can get a real thing. So when you add everything together, you have a really cool system to trade with, right? So it gives you a high probability areas. Again, if you're shorting the VWAP, shorting the daily, high probability short here, right? You're below the VWAP, below the daily, you go short, and then you can see you can go either the daily GAN down to the 4 hour, and then watch out for this weekly or this AI number here. So that's kind of cool. Then we have a new indicator called the GAN. I call this the detector. So when we have on this chart on the left, that's on a 5 minute. And again, I share this chart layout with people in our group. And so what's cool about this pattern indicator, you can turn off all the other ones. I do like to have it with the GAN analysis on the daily. So again, you can see the signals you're going to get. You get a nice doji, and this the GAN filter. So you can actually trade. You can use it to trade daily GANs, 4 hour signals, or even 1 hour. So if you turn them all on, you'll get 1 hour signals, 4 hour signals. So I usually just do 4 hour because I like less is more. You can see over lots of good winning trades, right? I mean, there was a loss trading into a daily. You could use it to counter trend. So as you take the signal, you could trade right into the daily. I didn't catch this bounce, but it's because it's on a 4 hours. It was a longer term frame. So you would have had, winning trade, losing trade, if you just did the signal by himself. But if you're using the GAN to help you, this would have been a loss, but there was really no color flip. So you could have lost here, but then look at this, big win, probably a loss, and then big win and big win. So that's kind of cool. I do have also we have this flip, and I haven't really got the best settings on it yet, but it's an advanced HA color flip. So as you can see, long winner. So you have a win, loss, win, and then sadly I didn't catch any of this. But again, this has all these different filters that you can apply to find the best settings for your trading style. So I'm going to come up with best settings like this, at least for NQ. I'm going to try my best. But I just came out with this last week, so it's pretty new. So that's on a 5 minute where the signals are really good with the GAN level. So you don't want to, if it's selling off, you don't want to be trying to buy right when things are selling off from the daily, and these signals kind of help you stay on the right path. On the same thing over here, but this is on a 2 minute chart. So I watch the 5, and then I'm also testing the settings on a 2 minute. So you can see if I look at the detector, so I have all of them turned on, and then I have this the 30 seconds, just saying how good, on scalping wise, you can see all the wins overnight because all the blue ones are hourly, right? So just winning, and then this is I sell, buy, all these buys. I mean, look at this. All this is just great signals. So, I share all this with anyone with us that on our training channel group community. So Then we do have a weekly compass too. So the weekly compass just gives us, again, the other compass is more intraday, and then which is this one is advanced. But then we have the weekly, gives us weekly numbers to have at our disposal. So just gives you weekly numbers to watch out for as you're trading in Q. So these will be a little bit more stable versus if you're just using the intraday. Obviously, really good for intraday trading, but it's nice to have both, right? As you can see, they kind of overlap, but the weekly does give you extra numbers to watch out for. So, when you apply everything, you got a really good system. So you got the, maybe it gets too much, but overall, I mean, look how good it is. These sells right at the daily, you just kill the market. So it's a little breakdown of how we do things here at Quad AI. Just really good stuff. I mean, really amazing stuff. And always glad to jump on calls with people to help them figure things out, kind of adapt to their trading personality, trading style, but look at this. So look at this bounce right off the weekly and the intraday compass. Awesome. So we have such great levels. So again, I think I shared with you guys yesterday. I have the new website out. So I did change the slider to. It's pretty cool. Shows you with or without. I do have some new blog articles out talking about the detector and the the free indicator for people that are new that want to just try out again, indicator for free. Basically on the site, if you just scroll down and you can just click the email, and that way you can get it for free. The quantum price signal. So anyway, good stuff for a Monday, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Take care.